Lately, I've been feeling like I've been in a bit of a funk. I don't know what it is. I've just not been in the mood to do a lot of things. Like I've just wanted to like crawl up in bed and be in bed all day watching TV. That's how I've been feeling.
Oh,
I don't
girl, me
know
too.
if you can
Girls.
relate or if that's happened to you. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's that I turned 31 recently or or what it is. I have no idea, but I've just kind of been in a little bit of a funk lately.
31. Woo woo. I can't tell you. I can't tell you that I have been in a funk lately as well. My house is a mess. I have not had the opportunity or wants to clean.
When your house is a mess, it doesn't
Mm,
help the
mm.
funkiness that we feel, you know?
Yes, it doesn't help because it's like you look around and you're just like, and you don't even know where to start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's kind of like how I feel when I'm at, because at work, remember now, like work and home for me has combined completely. I think for you as well. As you can see, it's my work behind me. It's just too much. Like there's times where I'll walk over to this little desk of mine in the morning and I don't even know where to start.
I know exactly how you're feeling because I have been in a funk lately. I usually try to have a routine in the morning that kind of helps me like get things going, but I've just been getting up and going straight into work. Like you jump right into working because you're up and you don't have to commute or get ready. And I think
Right.
us not actually going through that routine of getting up, getting ready, driving to work or taking the train or whatever, that we don't have that time in the morning. So
Think,
we're jumping
right?
right into work. I don't know if it's the same with you, but I feel like I've been working a lot more being home than actually when I'm at work. It's work's never ending. Like I feel like I wake up and I work from morning all the way until nighttime and then it's time to go to bed and then I wake up and it's the same routine again.
Yes.
And there's like
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's times where like I've emailed my boss at 12 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, because
yeah,
I'm still working. Because there's just things that like I can't sleep. Like I'll lay down and I'm turning and tossing in my bed, and I'm just like
there's no disconnect from your work life
personal life and
and
work
your
life.
personal life. At least before we would go to work, like my job entails long hours anyway, but I feel like I've been doing a lot more and there's no disconnect of, okay, it's time for me to go home. Bye, I'm leaving. I used to get
Right.
emails regardless if I was out of the office, but I wouldn't answer because I'm like, I'm not in the office right now. I'll answer later. Now I feel the obligation that it's like, okay, I have to answer because I'm home. They know I'm home. Like I have to.
I feel like when my bosses email me, I'm just like I have to answer it. They're there. I have to. I know they see me. They know I see it. They know I see it. They know I get it on because I have it. I have it everywhere. I have it on the laptop. I have it on my phone. I have it everywhere. I have it on my watch. I'll see the emails on my freaking watch. And it's just like, mm,
You have kids, but you
yeah, for
still
me,
are a workaholic yourself.
when I'm in the office, I'm a workaholic. So me not being in the office, it makes it hard because it's like I have to attend to kids while I'm working. And me and my boss had that conversation not so long ago. I told her, I'm like, she's like, I've seen you emailing me at 12 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock in the morning. I just don't answer because I don't want to keep going. And I'm like, yeah, the reason why I do that is because there's times during the day where he won't let me focus. Like my son is little, so he won't let me concentrate. And I'm an accountant. I work with numbers, so you really have to focus, and you have to like my work needs all of my attention. When I sit there and he's like bugging out or running off the walls, I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? And I there's times where I told him, I'm like, I really have to stop. I have to stop, and I have to get him to calm down. I have to give him food. Like I have to get him to take a nap or something in order for me to be able to get back to work. I personally, I don't know if it's just me, I start to get anxiety and I start to get really stressed out and I start to get really bad migraines because I can't get I can't get to what I need to get to, and I can't work as fast as I'm used to working in the office, and I can't focus as much as I'm used to focusing because I'm at home. So it becomes really, really hard for me. Like it's been working from home has not been peaches and cream for me. It also depends on your work field. For example, my cousin works in a warehouse. She was also talking to me about being in a funk. And she was telling me, she's like, I feel so unsafe having to go to work, because she's like, if it wasn't that I needed to pay bills, I would not be here.
Yeah.
She's like, I feel so out of place being here while all of this is going on. I work around so many people. I work in a huge warehouse. I don't know where these people go after they leave here. I don't know if they're being safe. I don't know if they're being clean. I don't know how clean they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it depends. It depends on the work field. It depends also on the person, because there's some people that are quote unquote working from home, but they're not really working from home. And if they do, it's like the bare minimum kind of thing.
Yeah. But then there's other people like us who are actually
Like working our butts off.
working our butts off trying to balance our personal life and our work life, which it creates a lot of stress and it causes us to kind of burn out at the end of the day. When we focus so much
Mm-hmm.
on working or focus so much on one thing, you will burn yourself out. When you're burnt
Mm-hmm.
out, tú no sirves para nada, meaning you don't work at all, like for anything.
No,
You can't do anything. You can't focus on anything. Your mind is like blank. That's how I feel when I'm burnt out. Like I can't think of anything. I can't focus
not
on
even
it.
for like the simplest functions. You're sitting on the toilet and you're like, wait, how was I gonna do? I
Ye-
forgot.
Yeah, and it's I don't like ever feeling that way, because then from there you spiral on to getting into feeling a little bit depressed, like feeling like I don't want to do anything, I just want to lay in bed, because your mind and your body can't physically move or think. Sometimes we do things so excessively because we are so scared of, how they say there's not enough hours in the day. So we're scared of not having enough hours in the day that we try to cram in so much in one day that it just leads to burnout and us and not
Yeah,
feeling well. And unfortunately, a lot of people are feeling this funk, because I even talked to my sister yesterday and she was telling me the same thing, like, yeah, that she was feeling in a funk too. The way the world is right now, it's things are very uncertain for people. Being uncertain doesn't help when you're trying to make plans for the future or know if am I going to have time to do this tomorrow. A lot of people are also starting to get back into the office. Some people find it great and others are finding it a lot more difficult.
there's
It
some people that are not getting back in. Like there's some people that are just, this pandemic has left them without work.
and there's people that the offices are pushing for them to go back to work, but they're feeling unsafe to go back to work because
Mm-hmm.
what we're hearing is, oh yeah, we're on phase 3. Like for example, New York, we're on phase 3. We can start going back to the office, but here's the news telling us that the numbers are rising, that things aren't good, that people are still getting sick. There's all this uncertainty, there's this confusion of people not knowing what to believe or how
Right.
how to actually feel.